A warm welcome to you all on this rainy afternoon to what we hope will be an enthralling encounter. They may be a little soggy, but the supporters are in good voice, and you can tell just how much this matters to them. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And this is now today's lineup. Number 1, Tanny.
So we're up and running. Just eases him off the ball. Now he's off and running. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Could move up a gear here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice interception, well timed. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Some good work on the right flank here. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Looking for options for movement. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. Oh, there's a probing ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, this looks sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, that's a key interception. So, what can they make of this? And the through ball, and he shoots! There it is! And it's Kawasaki Frontale who take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Kawasaki Frontale have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Shoji. Strong running down that left flank. And that's been intercepted. What a throw in. "30 minutes gone." Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out wide. Can he finish? He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
After 33 minutes is
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Kawasaki Frontale are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the return pass. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. He's a sharp little ball here. That's going to go a long way.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Well, they can break here. Turns back here, probably the best option. Nakayama. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Kawasaki Frontale present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
the goal scorer after 43 minutes is number 7.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, what a ball! And the flag has stayed down.
2 added minutes
He's felt
has
that,
been
hasn't he?
indicated.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Out to the right. It's a promising position. That's very neat. Cross into the box. And it's half-time here. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Neither side holding back here.
So
it
that was
has
the
been
first
quite a
half.
half, this.
Still plenty
Well, I
of
think
time
the message
left for
from
a
the manager at
comeback.
half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition
Everyone
out of
please
position.
welcome the
He
two
knows how
sides.
crucial the next goal will be.
Kawasaki Frontale head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1.
Substitution.
There's the start of the second half. Great defending, strong and determined. Kawasaki Frontale do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Tries to play it through, and the finish! Really well taken goal. And he is away, the launch of a brand new hero.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Number 39.
Kawasaki Frontale take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Over to the left. Hit into the middle. And that should get the job done. Oh, he shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shoji.
Kawasaki Frontale are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Played up towards the front line, and he was quick to react. And it's Vardy. Threads one in, drilled in, has a shot!
The attendance for this match was
That was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Kawasaki Frontale are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Can he get on the end of this? Out of play for a goal kick. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Aimed beyond the defence.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Kawasaki Frontale.
Disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
And the counter is on. Nakayama. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Quality ball. And they can counter here. Ambitious ball here.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, number 19. Coming on the field, number 27, number 31.
Vardy.
Substitution in progress.
Okazaki. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Okazaki. The ball goes in. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Shoji. Vardy receives it in a wide position. That's the throw. And here's Vardy. Vardy could try cutting inside here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it out wide. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's in a great position here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Vardy. Shoji. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. That's a shade optimistic. So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Coming on the field is number 99.
And the referee brings it to a close. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Okazaki taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you. Kawasaki Frontale going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
And this is now today's lineup.
It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Well, we're on the way. It's, of course, round 2 between these two. I wonder what we expect this time. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Jamie Vardy is a top-quality striker, and he's also one of the game's most consistent scorers. Fantastic pace and energy levels, described as a real pest who just never stops running, even for lost causes. And he's an absolute nightmare for defences.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. He is through here. Tries to get it clear. He's going for goal. It goes to show he is human after all.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Kawasaki Frontale looking to pass their way through. Here's the return pass. Now it's Okazaki, and it's Drogba. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Gets into some space. Now the cross. Defending of the desperate variety. That's a decent clearance. Kawasaki Frontale are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Okazaki. Hops for safety. Strong running down that left flank. Shifted it to the flank. Could try cutting inside here. That's very neat. Takes aim, a terrific header. He can get that clear. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now, can they get him away? Requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline. They've played it short, and it's made its way to him. Kawasaki Frontale are looking to go forward now. Vardy.
Vardy really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, good spread. Great vision. Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And it's been taken short. Looking for the run. Great work on the overlap. That has been knocked clear. Can he finish? And he's there to make the block. And he's there to clear it. Knocks it into space. And he's there to belt it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a really well-measured ball. And it's played in. It's really well cleared.
Added time.
And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So your views on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
So off we go once more.
Kawasaki Frontale really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
It's a promising position. And he shoots! Has fallen kindly here. It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quality ball. Kawasaki is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And here's Drogba. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. He was under real pressure there. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Vardy. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and as their most significant attacker, he isn't about to receive any generous invitations. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Nicely spread. He's in space and looking for options. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Kawasaki Frontale do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Kawasaki Frontale finding their passes.
Kawasaki Frontale really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
And he's forced to go back. Passing is crisp and sharp. big chance to get at them. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, smashing header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
And that has been cleared.
Kawasaki Frontale really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Opts for safety. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Okazaki looking to play him in. That's tidy. Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Kawasaki Frontale are running out of time to save themselves.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that's a throw-in. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Not too much more here than seeing out time. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Kawasaki Frontale came into this game looking for all 3 points, but in the end they're unable to lay claim even to a consolation prize. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
And that gets things running. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Vardy. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Comes in! And he's there to belt it away. What a throw in. Oh, such a clever touch. That is lovely. Oh, well played, well played. Could move up a gear here. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, shooting chance! And he's found the net! Oh, the joy of the moment, the guiding light at a desperate time. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Out towards the flank. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance here to counter. That's a good ball out wide. Looking for options for movement. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to...
He rises! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that is one way to stop him. Kawasaki Frontale have a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, whatever about the intent in that or not, you really shouldn't be making the situation any worse.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ball's gone out of play. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Spread neatly. Out for a throw. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Boiro. An instinctive delivery. He's had a shot! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, important interception.
Kawasaki Frontale truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Vardy. And he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's being urged to shoot. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Vardy, nicely weighted ball. Great vision. And a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Number 39.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Nice control. It's an early cross. Cleared away. Vardy. Kawasaki Frontale are looking to break at pace. He's in space and looking for options. He can get that clear. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
That was the first half.
Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitutions taking place.
Kawasaki Frontale get the ball rolling in the second half.
Kawasaki Frontale are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ball's out once more. Hangs one in. Kawasaki Frontale do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
There they go, hunting in packs. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Okazaki. He's in plenty of space here. He's in a great position here, and he's managed to get free. Shot at goal! Oh, taken with style. And the comeback is complete. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Vardy, he's fourth top scorer in the league. Kawasaki Frontale go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Kawasaki Frontale are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
The attendance for this match was 29,514.
Vito Hollyhock really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Kawasaki Frontale are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Picked out brilliantly. Well read, nice interception. Knocks it out wide. Okazaki driving forward. And it's Okazaki. That's been slipped through. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field.
So the lead now is 2. That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Now it's Okazaki. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Climbs up big! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Vardy, now it's Drogba. Now this could be a chance. Real chance. Okazaki! And it's there! And they are cruising away. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Kawasaki Frontale grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's forced to go back. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now here's the delivery.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Can they get him away? Okazaki is onto this. Oh, smashing header! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss. Knocks it into space. And that's been won straight back. He's gone for goal! And somehow he kept it out. That has been knocked clear. That's the end. Kawasaki Frontale have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Kawasaki Frontale definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Unlucky lads.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. A warm welcome to you all on this rainy afternoon to what we hope will be an enthralling encounter. They may be a little soggy, but the supporters are in good voice, and you can tell just how much this matters to them. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And this is now today's lineup.
It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Well, we're on the way. Quality ball.
That is a brilliant interception. And it's Okazaki. That's good play. And that's played in low. And he's cut it out. Okazaki. Now there's a fine ball. Gets good distance on it. Showing good feet. Played in deep. That has been knocked clear. He's in a great position here. And he's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Could move up a gear here. That looks a decent ball. He's found a way through. And that should get the job done. Kawasaki Frontale. So far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And he was quick to react.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pass is short and it's Okazaki! And he has kept it out somehow.
Okazaki clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kawasaki Frontale looking to pass their way through. That's a good ball out wide. Gets into some space. Incoming delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Yamaguchi. Spread out to the left. Now that's a lovely exchange. And the counter is on. And this is Okazaki. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. Too much on that, it's gone out. Yamaguchi. That's tidy. And it's Yamaguchi. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he's taking no chances there. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. That has not gone well. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's made its way to him. This looks promising.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And smartly reclaimed. Yamaguchi. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Okazaki. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the first half is done. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Look, I think sometimes they're crossing for crossing's sake. It's percentage football. The more balls you get in the box, the likelier it is to score. Well, that's good to a point, but they also need an alternative.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
And please welcome our lads to the field. Substitution on the field, number 13.
So off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
He gets big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would. Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now he's off and running. Okazaki turns back here, probably the best option. Kawasaki Frontale, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Kawasaki Frontale still have the cards to affect this game. It's a pretty loose pass. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Okazaki, looking for the run. There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Kawasaki Frontale can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Substitution on the field, number 35. Coming on the field is number 9, Vardy.
Has crossed into the middle. Boiro clears it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Substitution. Substitution on the field, number 2. Coming on to replace him is number 7.
Kawasaki Frontale are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And it's Okazaki.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
They could break here. Yamaguchi played out to the left flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Terrific header. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's very neat. And that was very necessary. So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shot a goal! Still no sign of a breakthrough, which comes as quite a surprise if you consider the gulf in quality between the two teams. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Drogba getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Number 10, Didier Drogba. Number 21.
Now it's Kawasaki, and he's there to belt it away. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And here's Vardy.
Oh,
That's can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Vardy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we're done. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.
And it's ended honest even today. A big round of applause to both sets of players who gave it their all.